I listen to the Black Guy Who Tips podcast because Rod and Karen are hot.
Thanks, Joker. Welcome to another episode of the Black Guy Who Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
And we are live on a Monday night, ready to do some podcasting. Find us everywhere you get podcasts. Leave us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. We'll read them on the air, and we won't put extra commercials in the episode. So make sure you do that. Also, Thursday morning, if everything goes to plan, Thursday morning, me and Bossy are going to record an episode of This Too Much, our defunct podcast.
It's never defunct. It always comes back.
You can listen to it Thursday live on Crowdcast. And you can also check it out on the feeds. Just put in This Too Much on wherever you get podcasts and check it out. We're going to start talking about each season of Insecure, one season at a time, and our favorite moments from each season, starting with season 1 on Thursday. So if you guys are into that on the 10-year anniversary of Insecure, and you like me and Bossy talking, and you enjoy, Insecure, then check it out, because we will be doing it, and it'll be a great time. It always is. All right, that's all the housekeeping I got. Karen, did you have any banter for today? Yeah, I was trying to think, did I have any? Nothing that can't wait. So why not just go ahead and get into some of the stuff with the actual segments, what segment should we do first? I guess we get politics till we get mad out of the way.
I'm mad already.
Yeah. Just get this over with.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
CBS fires Sharon Alfonsi amid 60 Minutes overhaul. CBS News 60 Minutes correspondent Sharon Alfonsi is out at the network, a culminating event sparked by a spiked segment that she had worked on last year. Yep, she was going to do, I forget what it's called, but there was like a thing on this conservative group, and that was the one where they were like, the last minute, we don't think the CECOT, C-E-C-O-T. We don't think the CECOT story is, it's not, we need to get a couple more other opinions. And I think they ran it anyway, but it ran in like other countries, not the U.S.
Right.
And then it ran like a couple weeks later or something like that. And so she put out a message. Over the weekend, my contract with CBS News expired, drawing to a close nearly 20 years with the network, including more than a decade at 60 Minutes. Following an intense editorial dispute over our CECOT story, repeated attempts by my representation to establish a path forward were met with absolute silence from network executives. The message could not be clearer. My time at 60 Minutes is apparently over. Yeah, this is why you bring in a Barry Weiss. This is why ratings doesn't matter. Journalistic integrity doesn't matter.
No, ratings don't matter.
They are taking over CBS to shut down CBS from doing what CBS does as a news organization. Whether you think it's because Larry Ellison, the guy who runs it, is just a Trump sycophant, or if you just think he's a billionaire who's kissing up to Trump because Trump has a lot of power, doesn't really matter. End results are the same. They take these things over, and what's funny is when billionaires want to make money, when they're finding ways to fuck us all over and generate income, they do. But one thing people don't talk about with these billionaires is when they also have fuck you money to shut shit down and be like, yeah, I'm taking over the Washington Post, and guess what? I actually don't give a fuck that it's not making money. What I really care is I need to shut down a place where people go to learn the truth about things, about people like me and about people like Donald Trump.
Right.
And I feel like that's really what's happened at CBS.
Agreed.
So that's one thing. And then in addition to that, over at CBS, Scott Paley, who I think it's Paley, Pelley, but he said he accused Barry Weiss of trying to kill 60 Minutes in a heated staff meeting. The fact that these leaks are getting out tells you a lot too.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's been a lot of internal warfare and people been falling out. It just hadn't made it public yet. But when you start letting go of these people and their contracts expiring and you don't okay, now I can talk now, because odds of them signing NDAs are probably low.
Yeah, and I think Scott Paley is still there, but the fact that we know what happened in this meeting, it like Barry Weiss will put out another, she's very furious that this keeps getting out. But it's the fact that we know means there's people at the meeting like, I'm going to tell people what happened here because I don't trust this lady. What's happening here is outrageous. And they need to know that we object, that we're actually not just sitting here and she's coming in and we're all like, yes, ma'am, whatever you need.
We don't all agree.
In the meeting, Bilton said that Weiss loved 60 Minutes, which is the most watched news program in America, to which Pelly responded, she's murdering 60 Minutes. She does not love this place. She was brought in to kill it and is doing exactly that. Come on, Scott. I can't wait for J.L. Covan to do his impression of Scott Pelly somewhere and saying
he's white. I'm assuming he's this white dude.
He is a white man, Karen.
And one thing that I really like is when white dudes, particularly old white dudes, get the fuck it gene and they stand up for what's right, and they like, I'm not here for the racist bullshit. like they're actually using their voice for like good. And he's like, bitch, I'm white too. So what I'm going, you can't call me a nigga. You can't use no slurs against me. None of that. It bounces off of me. Like we both Teflon when it comes to this bullshit. So just like you going to kill it, I'm gonna tell them that you're killing it.
With the right white man, we can do anything.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Amen. A source let the church say a white man. A source familiar with CBS leadership thinking says that Weiss and Bilton see Pelly as an important contributor to the show and have been trying to reach out to him since last Thursday's moves. No, the fuck I'm sorry. No, you did not stonewall the last person we were talking about because you're such a responsive leadership unit. If they see any value in him, it's simply the surface level of, well, maybe we can get him to go along with this bullshit in public, And
he did not.
And so privately in this meeting, he's like, man, fuck y'all. And he knows how these meetings been going. It's gonna get out. So yeah. Kind of interesting to see what's going on at CBS. I think Anderson Cooper's out. Like it's just they're just losing everything that made them CBS.
Like you say,
60 Minutes. I'm sorry.
They want these people who have integrity, and they want them to do things that would cause them to lose their integrity, but still retain the integrity and have people look at them with integrity. That actually like those things are opposing opposites. You can't have both.
In their perfect world, all of us just have a price,
right?
And to some people the price is like literally a check. Like there are people that are grifters, they're right-wing people that don't even believe right-wing stuff, but they get a check. And it's one of the reasons that I've always I feel like there's certain things about the left, quote unquote, Democrats that people chide in public and this, whatever. And then there's certain things that for some reason I don't think enough people bring up. And one of them is I don't think they put enough money into those spaces.
They don't.
Into your influencers and your podcasts and stuff. I'm not saying those people will parrot every single talking point. That's not the point. But what I'm saying is your people are out here toiling in obscurity and making nothing from it. So they may be good people with good intentions. And I understand the purity test of it all, but the truth is those podcasts go to die. Yeah, you know what I mean? Those radio shows, they get canceled because there isn't the support that's coming from people that want to see those things continue to put those voices out in the world.
Right. And
the right wing, they don't miss a chance. And so in their ideal mind, I think the delusion they tell themselves, and it's not really a delusion because sometimes it's true, but it's, well, if we just buy fucking CBS, everyone who works there has to get down with what we say. And in their mind, if they close their eyes and say, what is my perfect vision? It's suddenly Cooper is telling you why conservative values are right. Suddenly Scott Paley is fucking the Bill O'Reilly of 60 Minutes. You know what I mean? Like, in their mind, that's what they want. Now, they won't get that because some people actually have integrity and they can't fathom those people going, fuck your check. I don't agree with that and I don't stand for that shit, so don't even ask me.
Right, I'm not doing it.
But somebody will.
Yes, they will.
You know, somebody will fucking go, I can be your Huckleberry. I don't want to say a bunch of different names, but I know Tony Ducopple is one for sure, but there's gonna be some surprising people, you know, that because some people do it for free, you know. Maybe your Bill Maher might, I don't know if it's exactly free. He has to hobnob with the brass at HBO. Maybe he's trying to curry favor with them. But my point is, like, or curry favor. But yeah, my point being, like, there's a lot of people that will do it, and I think in their minds that's what they're testing to see, and so they'd rather lose Cooper and Scott and whoever. They rather lose everybody that would have stood up to them. Mm-hmm. But if they had all the choices on the table, the real choice is, I want y'all to look up and be like, oh, I can't believe that Scott Paley is now saying things that he completely seems like he would be a lie a year ago.
Yeah, and you know, and when you say they think, which is true for a lot of people, everybody, you know, kind of quote unquote has a price, be it like you said, your paycheck, whatever your current paycheck is, or we'll pay you more, whatever the case may be.
That's the hope anyway.
Yeah.
Because they have a price.
Yeah.
Barry Weiss might not really be that conservative. She might be, but I'm saying she also has gotten a lot of money to do what she's doing. They gave her so much money, having no experience, and said, take over CBS. And so maybe she believes this shit is smart. Maybe she thinks it's stupid. It don't really matter because she's going to make all the money.
And still accomplish the goal.
Her audience isn't the actual audience. It's not the viewing public. It's not even conservatives. The ratings are going worse and worse for CBS every week. So the audience is the people that put her in charge and gave her that job. She has an audience of one man.
Yeah,
and
however make them decisions.
Yeah, right. However he feels she's doing until he decides that she ain't doing good enough is all that's gonna matter.
Yes, sir.
And so she can walk into the meeting every week and go, "Did you see me? I was out there shitting on them liberals." And he gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm not looking at the ratings or any of the data." People fall for that stuff all the time, where they be like, "It's the ratings, it's this." No, it's not, because
it's
none
arbitrary.
of the formulas that say let's take a unbiased or left-leaning channel or news source and switch it to conservative. We have zero evidence that it has ever improved the ratings. We have a lot of evidence that it has ruined the ratings. It does not matter, because the person with the money that made the decision is conservative, and at the end of the day, it's not about numbers. To spread it out bigger on a macro level, look at the economy. It ain't about the numbers. Look at the price of gas. It ain't about the numbers. Look at anything that is supposed to help or be better or run like a business. It ain't about the numbers. So, you know, I think that's what's coming up with this.
I 100% agree, and I will continue to say this. White supremacy and racism is irrational and illogical, and it goes against everything. They lie to people, because logic would tell me you don't turn down money. That, you know, like you know, because that's what they say. You know, we you know, the way our economy work and greed and capitalism is only capitalism when I decide it's capitalism, and when I don't give a fuck about capitalism and I am willing to take a loss, I will stand on that. So once I started realizing, I was like, okay, all this, what you telling me with the words that are coming out of your mouth means nothing.
Colin Kaepernick would have a job.
Right.
If it was just, we like to win and make money. You know, it's like one of my biggest question marks. And, you know, sorry to my more militant black folks that's going to possibly get upset by this, but I think it's a valid question that they'll come back to later and go, oh, damn, I guess we didn't think about that. Or, you know, we call Rod a hater when he brought it up. But with this thing they're trying to do with, like, let's have college kids boycott the SEC schools in order to get the voting act stuff changed in these states. Listen, first of all, I'm not even trying to argue about the tactics and stuff. That's not where I'm going with this. I've already been on the record with how I feel about it. But here's something I think a lot of these people ain't considered. What if they like racism more than they like football?
Right.
No one ever stops to say, what if the whole basis of our plan is not leverage that we think we have? Because I think we have a long storied history in America of knowing that white people of a certain ilk will watch inferior stuff. They'll give up things that hurt them. They'll give up stuff and hurt themselves as long as they think we're getting hurt worse. And I don't think football is any exception. I think, I mean, you look at the price of gas. Like, if you're sitting around right now going, I don't think Texans are going to elect a Democrat, then I you know, that might be true. But if you're saying that to yourself, like, oh, hopeless in the South, it's not, I'll believe it when I see it, then I think you got to reserve some of that shit for this whole tactic of the kids not going to school, because I'm thinking the kids won't go to school and black people won't have their districts honored in those states. I don't think it's a either or. I don't think there's a breaking point where they go, man, I wish Alabama was a better team. I think they're willing to be like, yeah, Alabama sucks, but you know what doesn't suck? Every time I see a black person suffering, I like that feeling. And so, anyway, I know this wasn't on that topic, but it just made me go there, because like you said, it's never the money. It's, see, they have to want to get good ratings and make a profit. Do they? Look at, they're replacing Stephen Colbert with Byron Allen. Like, this is not, everything you've been taught is a lie when it comes to that. Those things, they don't uphold those tenets about it's just about the money and the bottom line whenever they decide that there's some sort of racism or bigotry they want to spread.
Yes, and I want to add on to that. They would be willing to actually have true student athletes if that meant racism. And the reason why I say true student athletes, they will be willing to say, all right, y'all go wherever y'all want to go and have your future doctors and lawyers and all them people go out there and fucking flop and fail and just be terrible. They are more willing to do that because it's racism over everything. And the thing is, and for those that don't know, what she means is, if y'all don't know much about college football, they would do away with people that are essentially professional athletes that just have to go to college until they're allowed to play professional sports, which is what they do now. Karen's saying to keep the racism, they'd actually let those kids go and just be out there watching inferior, like how Harvard football must be, or Harvard basketball, where it's like, those kids are Harvard students and they will have a bright future off the court, but most of them will never play a professional basketball game in their life because they're there to be doctors and students first. And that's what Karen's saying. Go ahead. Yes. And so will be willing to go to a true student athlete. Yeah. You know, type of thing, which means you're going to lower the bar, which means you're not going to get the best of the best. Right. Because people underestimate the love of whiteness. It's a hell of a drug. And if you're not white, you've never, or in the proximity of the whiteness, you have never experienced that drug. And so for people who have never experienced that high, they do not understand how addictive it is, how controlling it is, how much it will take over everything, how much it will blind you. You will turn on your family, your friends, your loved ones, whatever it takes to keep that thing alive. Once I realized that it was like a drug, racism made more sense to me personally. Because if you try to analyze it with your rational brain, it doesn't make sense. And the reason why I say it's a drug, because racism is so strong, they won't even control the gun laws. We watch white kids get shot and died, and they say, we still ain't changing these laws. Why? Racism, and I want my guns.
They changed it when the Black Panthers got them.
That's the only time they changed
gun laws came through for the win.
Because they was quote unquote scared.
Yeah, no, it's because of racism. I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah. But and the thing and it's back to that thing. Because it's racism over everything. Anything that you think could go against racism, you automatically have to fight against it.
Right.
And so it's one of those things where the other side has to be just as adamant. And a lot of people, they do not understand the animal that they're fighting. They actually think they're fighting a cute little puppy dog, they're not.
Yeah, it's the thing that I realized was like, I'm just kind of done with all of the assumptions that undergird so much of the political thinking in America. I'm just done with them because I've read enough history and I've lived enough history that I know what's true and what's not. And so it's not true that because someone voted for Obama twice, racism is dead. It's not true. Racism is strong as ever. It's not true that it's the economy and the middle America is just being overlooked by these elite liberal. Like, it's not that. You know, they got an elite, rich, coastal president celebrity who is robbing them blind, and they're not outraged. They're excited by the fact that he's like, yeah, but I still hate all the brown people you hate. I hate all the gay people. I hate whoever you need me to hate. So I just think that stuff right there, you can't expect me to watch that and then come out of this with a, well, you know, man, Democrats just need a better message. There is no message. There's no message for, and until we accept that, then
as a whole.
Yeah, until we accept that as a truth, we're just talking in circles around each other and being angry at each other about something that isn't really our thing to change.
No, that's the thing. I didn't start it, so it's not my responsibility to change it. I can fight against it, don't get me wrong.
I'm not upholding it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not even starting it. Like, some of the people that's over there didn't start it, but they're upholding those values, and that's not, there's no speech that I expect them to hear that'll change it. The thing that's mostly changed it in my lifetime has been things got so bad under Republican that people was like, oh my God, I guess I can stop. I'll have to stop being racist to get us out of the Great Depression, you know, to get us out of the Great Recession.
That's and the history has showed us, and I don't know why people don't ever, particularly here in America, ever catch the part. We always get a Democrat after a Republican has came in the house and shit the bed. They fuck up the economy. They fuck up everything. We go to war. Like everything is all fucked up, and then it gets so bad. Everybody looking at the cliff, including them, and they're like, I guess I'll vote this black man in. I guess I'll vote a Democratic in. If everything is normal to fine, they'll go back to the default. And when you talk about white people hurting themselves, there's school districts here in our country. Go back and look in your history, y'all. That was like, we don't want them niggas in our schools so much. We're not going to have school. Your kids going to be dumb and our kids going to be dumb. We're not going to have school because we refuse to integrate with y'all.
Excellent
point. It make sense.
Excellent point. Yeah, Virginia. Department of Labor tells employees to report anyone prioritizing DEI. An email reminds workers they can report behavior that predates Donald Trump's second inauguration. One employee tells The Wired it felt like a reminder to narc on your coworkers, because it was. Also, it predates him being reelected. So like you can go back and be like, remember in 2020 after George Floyd or whatever, or what, like remember that? Yeah, that initiative too. You can report somebody for that. Chaos. But that's the thing he doesn't waver on. So when people go, oh man, it's the gas price. How come people don't care about eggs? That's not what they don't care that he's inconsistent on those things. They don't care that he's like, peace treaty, no peace treaty. Iran, we're going to bomb them. We're not going to bomb. They don't care about that. They care that he don't never waver on hating black and brown people and LGBTQ people and women and all that shit.
And at the end of the day, those are the things that matter. And so many people, including a lot of black people, lie to themselves when they tell people it's everything else but that. No, at the end of the day, that's it's even the foundation of this country. Like we came over here because we didn't want to pay taxes, so this whole thing is a grift, if the truth be told.
Former Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson faces lawsuit in North Carolina after admitting porn habit. So he, in 2024, he sued CNN for like defamation. He also sued a former Greensboro porn shop clerk of defamation for being like, yeah, he used to come up in here all the time. And now the porn shop clerk, Louis Love Money, that's his name. I don't know if he changed it. I don't know if he was born like that. But sound like a pimp.
That's a hilarious
Sound
name.
like a pimp name.
Louis Love Money.
Bitch, I'm Louis Love Money. Okay, because I don't love bitches. I love money. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Give me the green. Just weeks before CNN reported on the Old Nude Africa post, Money spoke to the assembly about the frequency with which Robinson visited porn shops in Greensboro from the 90s to the 2000s to preview pornography in a private booth. Yeah, private booth niggas is different, bro. I don't can't even get home with it. Gotta whip it out in the store. Preview, sure, buddy. I previewed enough of this one. I think I'll turn it back in now. The interview reportedly backed up by 5 separate sources. Oh, they did that. Oh, he came in. I was like, hey, Big Mark Rob in the house. Big Rob dog.
You know they call him all types of names. You think the people ain't gonna remember you?
All right. The interview, they used to call him Private Booth Mark. That's what he used to go by. The interview reportedly backed up by 5 separate came after Money and his band Trailer Park Orchestra. Oh my God. He fucked with the wrong one? This guy wanna be famous.
Yes.
His name's Louis Love Money. He did the interview. He has a band called Trailer Park Orchestra. He's been waiting his whole life to be interesting to somebody just to get 12 extra hits on Spotify to get a follow.
He was like, you say I'm lying? Bitch, I ain't.
He put out a song in March 2024 called The Lieutenant Governor Owes Me Money. It's like
hilarious.
It's like the white version of Afro Man.
Yes.
Anglo Man. That alleged Robinson owed Money cash for a bootleg porn video that Robinson had purchased years earlier. At the time of the both reports, Robinson, a Republican from Greensboro, was already trailing the Democratic candidate and Attorney General Josh Stein by double digits in the polls. But the news about Robinson's porn habits and posts caused a rift among Republicans who once supported Robinson. Even then, candidate Donald Trump began backing away from Robinson. I know he was like, I know you ain't backing away. You ain't never backed away from a controversy in your life. He's like, yeah, not a black one. Bye.
Not a black one.
He never withdrew his endorsement, though. Don't forget.
He did.
He just was like, I won't be coming out there to hang out too much. Listen, when I hang out with sex people, I'm having sex with underage children as well. So I don't, whatever this shit you into, it's a little too above board for me. By October 15, 2024, just weeks out before the election, Robinson filed a lawsuit represented by out-of-state attorney Jesse Binal, claiming defamation and saying that he had evidence that the allegations were false, referring to election interference and deep fakes. Yeah, and that's when he lost all those people from his campaign that left him and all that stuff.
Quitting and shit. Yeah.
So they went through the whole thing in this article, but yeah.
I remember when that stuff broke, I was like, I think this is true, y'all. Like, you know, they went and got like his own screen. I was like, oh, they did some digging.
Mini
on
Soldier.
you.
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. It was disgusting.
What did it do? Didn't they say it was cheating with his sister-in-law and shit?
Just the worst type of coon. Like the kind of dude that like makes porn having sex with white women by watching Black Panther in the background. You know, that kind of like just the ultimate sellout. Like I can't even listen to this is too much cognitive dissonance happening right now. Like, I want you to listen to Nakia, but also, why are you having sex with this white lady?
Oh no.
MAGA host mocked after failing to name any of Donald Trump's achievements. Huh?
He achieved a lot. Depend on what the achievements are.
MAGA host Dave Rubin drew a painful blank when a debate opponent asked him for a single measure under which the economy had improved under the second Trump administration. Now that's a little tougher.
Okay, now
that's a little tougher, Karen.
Okay, now that's hard. I thought you talking
he
about
would have just been like, he kicked the brown people out the country.
I thought you talking about like regular accomplishments, but no.
What is one main metric that Donald Trump has made better off since he got into office? Asked one of Rubin's opponents in the debate. And it was a debate on Jubilee Media under the title Dave Rubin versus 20 far left Democrats. So this is why I don't really fuck with Jubilee either. It's all game to them. An example would be GDP, unemployment, inflation, etc. The person who goes by social media handle Parker Get a Job said. The host began to try to duck the question entirely, instead pivoting to first talk about Trump's spending measures under last year's One Big Beautiful Bill Act, and then the president's abortive tariff regime. Right now, first, this is Livia. Let me see. What did Obama say? Right now, first off, the big beautiful bill was just passed last year. It's kicking in right now, right? First of all, it's always bad. You know you about to fuck up when you in a debate and your first thing is a question. That means you on your back foot. Because you try and get them to agree, but really you just flailing, looking for something in your brain. You're like, hey, so like the big beautiful bill, that's kicking in now, right? Is that when... You should know. You should be, if you know, well, the big beautiful bill that kicks in June 13th, but you didn't know that. You said, right? You say it's kicking in now. So we're going to now see results of that. Like even the tariffs. Let's do the tariffs. Are you for or against tariffs? But his opponent wouldn't budge. I'm against the universal tariff. So what's the main metric that he made better off? What? He said to a ripple of laughter.
That's not right. You, for the fact, like parents do kids, when you go, what? You go, you heard me. Because you said what?
If you can, you can hear is what they always say.
Yes, they do.
Oh, man, that is horrible.
That is hilarious.
That man said, huh? What you mean now?
And you know what?
Say that again, nephew.
And you know what? And their comedy is always unintentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they try to be funny, people are like, this shit ain't funny.
Right. That man said, huh? What? I found
his ass got big as shit.
I found the video too. I gotta go because I have to see this shit now that I'm listening.
Good. What is one main metric that Donald Trump has made better off since he got in office? Like an example would be GDP, unemployment, inflation, etc.
Well, right now, first off, the big beautiful bill was just passed last year, and it's kicking in now. Right? It's kicking in now. Okay, so we're going to now see results of that, like even the tariffs. All right, so let's do tariffs. Are you for or against tariffs?
Against the universal tariff. So what's the main metric that he made better off?
What?
What's the main metric that he made better off? GDP, unemployment, inflation? Do you have any idea?
Listen. Listen.
I don't think you do.
Do you think? Hold on. So you're arguing that things economically were better under Joe Biden
at the end of his administration, absolutely.
Yeah. So can you give me an example of how?
Yeah, GDP growth was better off. Real median wage growth was better off. Inflation was better off at the end of his administration. Unemployment was better off at the end of his administration. We had the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years, just this last year under Trump's administration. The inflation, 3.8% year over year since Trump got in office. We're seeing all of those economic indicators become worse off. Can you tell me anything that he's done to make it better off? You say it's broken for Democrats. It sounds like it's broken right now under Trump.
Have you looked at the stock market?
It's worse off in terms of growth in 2025 as compared to 2024. If you look at Dow Jones and S&P 500.
they're both up quite a bit right now,
but lower rate, lower growth rate.
Well. You know, things don't happen overnight. So Donald Trump, for example, things don't. That's true. That's true. There's reality. There's actual reality. Like you put policies.
Right. Oh damn! They put a fact check beside his face.
Yeah, I know he can't see it. That's the worst part. I wish they could put it up where he could see it too. Like, oh damn, I'm lying. Okay, well,
yeah. Because
next question.
He was like, "It's at a lower growth rate." What are we talking about here? It's still not good.
Can somebody just say something where I can talk bad about trans people? Move on.
Yeah. Shout out to that young man. He was sticking to the point. He was like, "No, you're not gonna duck this. Answer my question."
So yeah, couldn't even think of what the fucking achievements were that he touted. But once again, I think this is the point I'm trying to make is even this debate in a weird way kind of points out what I'm saying. That man is going to leave there feeling like he held ground for Trump because even though he technically lost that debate and didn't have any ammo to retort those allegations with or explain them, the bigotry is the thing that Trump doesn't waver on.
No, he does not.
Like people think they got these people. Like, oh, gotcha. That's why Jubilee to me is so whack. It doesn't really matter what happens there.
No, it
like
don't.
That was an entertaining clip, but it's only content. It's not actual debate or any of the stuff they say Jubilee is doing to bring us all together. It's not doing any of that stuff.
No.
All right, let's move out of here. We were pissed a while ago, but I was like, you know what? We can keep going for now. Let's see. How about some black folks business? I know this is the low version, but why didn't I just fix this? I don't know.
Music. It's the black guy who tips, and this is black folks business. Yeah. Yeah. It's the black guy who tips, and this is black folks business. Oh, it's the black guy who tips, and this is black folks' business. It's the black guy who tips, and this is black folks' business.
All right. First of all, a little update. Yesterday, when Guess the Race, we talked about the black judge and the black police chief who was having sex
in that room.
And I was like, how loud could this sex possibly be?
Right.
I don't know if this is real, but people sent this to me on Instagram from Pop Clout. And it says Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Kelly Collier was engaged in a 2-year extramarital affair with U.S. District Judge Eleanor And this is the audio. It's a video of someone on their phone walking through the halls.
Oh, past the office.
So this is allegedly the sex they heard. Okay, you ready to hear it?
Okay, I guess.
Now it's 2 black people having sex. I know for some of y'all, you're gonna expect to hear a smoke detector beeping once every 49 seconds. That didn't happen.
That didn't not this time.
Because they weren't meaning to film it. It was not amateur porn, in which case you have to take the battery out and put a weak one in.
Yeah.
As is the rules.
That is the rules. I know y'all like change them batteries.
Okay, you got to turn on the news or sports way too loud in the background. So that I got my dick in my hand and I'm like, is that... Are they watching?
Gotta be reruns of Jerry Springer.
Are they watching Captain Marvel?
Yes. What are they watching?
What scene is this? Now I'm no longer trying to. I'm no longer libido gone. I'm no longer thinking about sex.
Trying to figure out what year this is.
I need to rewatch Ant-Man. I remember this. He said, "Back it up, back it up." She was backing it up to him, but that's not what it was about. Right. And then beep. All right. Here's the audio, guys.
Oh, that can't be real.
Now that's the video. I don't know if it's so crazy. I don't want to believe that's real.
Right.
That's too crazy. That's too insane, guys. I don't want to believe. I hope it's fake.
I hope it's fake.
Because what the fuck? How did you even get to be a judge if that's it?
And how dare you go in them people's faces and lie?
Right. Yeah, because her first story was like, I have no idea what on earth y'all talking about. It's like, whoa. If you,
I caught that on time. I'm like, ma'am, this is a hallway. What are you doing here?
You know, if you were screaming to the top of your lungs, that wasn't even like actual real sex sounds. That was the sounds people make when they're like a porn star would be like, take it down 12 notches.
Yes.
No one's gonna believe. No.
You're gonna kill the momentum, ma'am.
Right. No one's gonna believe that the sex is really happening if you talk like that.
They're like, ma'am, are you bouncing off a beach ball? What is this?
Right. You know, like this even like honestly, if I was that police officer, I know most of y'all, a lot of men listening and a lot of women listening, I was like, well, that man's ego, he would be like, oh my God, I'm killing this pussy. Honest to God, to me, I'd be like, I'm not even touching you. I don't even know.
I'm like, are you okay?
Do you have a medical condition?
I'm surprised somebody be like, ma'am, is he strangling you? What is happening in there?
Like how I don't think I could have sex to someone being that loud in a public place where we're supposed to be trying not to get caught. I actually don't think I could finish. I don't think
the whole purpose is not to get caught.
Yeah,
because it isn't that's the kind of the turn on, right? Yes,
right. Like that's, you know, they do that is kind of like porn where they'll do these scenes where it's like, oh, they're secretly having sex and it's in the middle of a party, but it's like it's so delusional because like they're having sex on the couch and everyone's on the TV watching the game with them. Everyone would see this sex. This is not even secret sex in it. There's there is like, why not just switch the genre to public sex? Like, look at everyone watching us have sex.
You might as well.
Like, it's weird now that everyone is being normal, being like, pass the popcorn around the pussy. No, don't. I don't know where your hands have been. Actually, I know where your hands have been, and I don't want it on my popcorn.
No, I don't want no salt mixed in this. What are we doing?
So I'm just saying, like, that's the level of loud she was, and that's ridiculous.
Ain't it though?
Let's see. Bobby Shmurda mocks Jay-Z's Root Picnic freestyle. Go sit down, old head.
This is the most one-sided battle that I've ever seen in my life.
Listen, I don't know why Bobby Shmurda, like,
he
picked a good target because, I mean, as long as you hate Jay-Z, you'll never not have somebody to hate because he will always be doing a bunch of cool shit and
that's gonna make you mad.
Way more popular, famous, and rich than you. So
yes, he is.
I get it. Like maybe he just is like motivated by spite, and he's like, "Then I'm gonna hate this nigga, and every day I'll have something new to hate because I don't get it." He went on Instagram, his Instagram stories, and talked about Jay-Z's age and his delivery and said, go sit down, old head.
Where your hot beat? Where
he
your
said,
songs?
Now niggas, NWA, laugh my ass off, imaginary. Niggas be 56 years old going through identity Christ.
Oh, no. Oh no! Sound like Jesus having a crisis. What is this?
Identity Christ. Not since Tyrese have I.
That's hilarious.
Have I been so disappointed?
Is Jesus trying to figure out who he is? What is happening here?
Laughing my ass off.
He didn't see the red wiggly line.
Don't they got that on Instagram stories?
I thought
like
they got them on all the apps. The little red squiggly line.
Well, you know what? Christ wouldn't be a red squiggly line.
Oh, that's right.
Because it's a proper noun.
Spelled it right.
Laugh my ass off. Like, who you going?
He didn't use Grimly where they try to go back and be like, what? Let's see if this makes sense. Wait a minute.
He need more like a syntax / like more than spelled, like a grammar check.
Yes.
Like, who you going be next? Frontin' ass nicka. LOL, nigga too old for that shit. Go sit down, old head. Oh, Bobby. What happened to you, man? You used to be beautiful. Now you just a hater. And honestly, it's not like he could do better than Jay-Z's freestyle. He couldn't do better than a lot of Jay-Z stuff. Like he wasn't really the most skillful rapper. Kanye West European tour crumbles with Italy cancellation. That's weird because like I can get conflicting messages from the Kanye West shit. It'd be like the tour is collapsing, it's terrible, and then the next one be like he sold out the most tickets ever at Turkey. He was the most. No one has ever had more people at a concert than Kanye West. I'm like, is he canceled? Is he not canceled? Is he only canceled in certain like area codes? How is this man?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Right, just showing up in public spaces. His wife wearing a paper towel.
Come on.
That's already wet.
A handbasket wrapped around herself.
Just his wife.
Call it a dress.
Wife in a body stocking.
Come on.
It just. I can't tell if
Wife
he's
out there wrapped up in a knee high.
I can't tell from his wife where they at on the tour. It could be Iceland. It could be Greenland.
She gonna be dressed the same. It don't matter.
It could be Scotland. It don't matter. I don't know.
She ain't gonna have no clothes on.
All I know is she look cold.
That shit, don't she?
That's all I know.
You need a blanket.
So yeah, I guess Kanye's tour is collapsing and also doing great. But
I don't know.
if you're keeping up with it. Kanye is still. You can possibly see him in concert if you find a jurisdiction where they have literally no fucks to give.
We'll take your money.
He's going to no fucks to give tour.
Come on.
Where you going? Places that don't give a fuck. That's where I'm going.
That's where I'll be.
France? Nah, they cared. They cared a little too much, so
yeah,
not
they
there.
like, nah.
What about Italy? Man, I'm surprised too. They cared. They got the mafia and they gave a fuck. But yeah, so that's happening. The tour is crumbling, guys. I guess Justin Timberlake was right. It was gonna ruin the tour. This is black folks' business, but it really isn't. But I put it in black folks' business because it's kind of racist. What I'm saying, y'all will get it after I read the headline. Shocking number of millennial and Gen Z parents spank their kids. Study says necessary to raise a child properly. A recent study found that a large swath of Gen Z and millennial parents still use spanking as a form of punishment. Published in the Canadian Journal of Public Health. So this is Canadian.
I'm just up there in Canada.
I just feel bad. I shouldn't even read this because I know it's some black people that listen to this like, spare the rod, spoil the child. If the Canadians is doing it, then who am I to say? You hosers.
Hey.
Published. They're like, this is proof. That's whether they ever spanked their child. 20% said yes with their hand. 20% said yes. Meanwhile, 45% of Gen Xers admitted to spanking their children. Woo. So 20% of all parents said yes. People, me and your age, was like, hell yes. 45%. One out of every two.
I could, people of a certain age, they like, I am not with the bullshit and don't give a fuck about your parenting. They were like, you better sit the fuck down and do what I did. Like, it's just some people.
I wonder also if it says something like when you have kids.
Yes.
Like, was everyone in the thing that was a parent, like the younger parents, if it's like, okay, well, I'm 18 and I had a kid, is that different than if you're 40 and you had a kid? And for the record, I don't know what's make you hit your kid more or less.
Yeah, as somebody who has talked to, I don't know about men, but women, like younger women and older women, I've talked to a lot of older women, and a lot of them, depending on who you talk to, they would say, I had a child older and I have more patience. I'm not as quick to snap.
Yeah, but in this poll, it's the older parents that's hitting the kids at a higher rate. Gen X. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Someone said, at least the Canadians say sorry after they hit their kids. I think they say it after every strike. You want me to give you something to cry about? Hey, you hoser? Psh, I'm sorry. Experts say the practice is not beneficial and causes serious long-term consequences. Yes, and they've said that for so long, except for, of course, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and Dr. in quotes. I generally do not recommend physical discipline, said a mother, pediatrician, and parenting expert, Dr. Isha Mannering. I like that she said, I generally do not recommend. Can you tell us when you do? Name the like, what is her time when she like, I generally don't, but in your case, you gotta hit this little nigga in the chest. Listen, don't tell nobody I said this when you leave this office. But just the next time he say something to you, right in the solar plexus. While it may result in compliance in the moment,
he won't be crying because he can't breathe.
Right.
You can't cry if you can't grasp no breath, no air.
I normally don't say this, okay? This is against general recommendation. Just gonna tell you right now, okay? But you the 1 out of every 10. While it may result in compliance in the moment, it does so through fear rather than by teaching the deeper skills children actually need, such as self-regulation or sound judgment. While younger generations use less physical discipline than their predecessor, 15% of the 4,000 adults surveyed reported believing spanking was necessary to raise a child properly. However, Mannering notes that for children, physical discipline can normalize the use of force as a response to frustration and conflict. Yeah, you know, I never really thought about that. But I wonder if there's any relation to how boy children are raised a little rougher and also get rougher discipline, like spankings and physical punishment. I wonder if that can also be extrapolated out to just violence in general, to how men perpetrate the vast majority of violence on the world. You know, like not just against each other physically in fights and stuff, but even like domestic violence and stuff. It's like you're learning this language constantly as a kid of violence is a language. Violence means this and violence means that. And then they go out into the world and it's a violent world that actually has, you know, the kerosene for that ember with guns and all this shit. And so, you know, every day, like I said, I go to do articles for this show and I just read about, I would guess, at least 10 to 20 times as many men doing something violent to women as vice versa. And I wonder if maybe it starts with just even the corporal punishment that we give to kids.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, you know, once you really kind of get down to the root cause of it and the reason why we do it, and the thing is, when they do this, it's people like when they do this, I'm pretty sure they're doing it like across the board. So it has nothing. I won't say it has nothing to do with the race, but you know, a lot of people,
they didn't ask that in this poll that we know.
So the people just doing it across the board, and you know, I don't have any children, but I know parents are busy. They have a lot of things going on. They're trying to do shit, and you turn around and from my opinion, depending on the situation, that is a shortcut because you like, I don't want to actually explain. I don't want to sit down. I don't want to talk. You know, just sit down and just shut up and do what I tell you to do versus actually explaining to somebody with the growing mind. Like, and I know that's easier when you're not in the heat of the moment and all those other things. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's a shortcut.
I think also there's just this like genderized, like boys can take it type of attitude. Like boys can take getting hit. Like boys, you got to whoop him. Now I talk to my daughters. That's my princess. You know,
it depends because I got my ass whooped. So hey,
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, obviously I don't. I mean, if we just gonna individualize it, then I don't think we're gonna.
But I'm with you. But yes, in generalized.
I know a lot of people who are more protective of the idea. Like not that a girl doesn't get some level of punishment. But I know there's you don't do that to a girl,
right?
Anyway, this is something. It's kind of it's kind of random. Like I'm not saying. I think the kind of people that hit they kids would hit a boy or a girl. For the most part, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're a spanking person,
I think
you're
definitely
the board, yes.
There's definitely like but it could be physical. It could be just like women are not typically stronger than strong enough, in quote unquote, to be having physical altercations with people all the time. It could be something that simple, but I would just think when you're a kid, girls get bigger faster, and they're stronger than the boys faster too. And even then, you don't see a lot of violent girls. Like it just anyway. I can't solve it here, and I'm literally thinking off the top of my head. I don't have an answer, and I think everyone's gonna go to just did they get hit or not. That's not what I'm talking about.
Right. You're just talking about like in general and like the totality of it. And yes, from that perspective, I can see that because a lot of people are more you should be protective of everybody, but a lot of times they do. A lot of people feel like boys can quote unquote take it more than girls.
They can take it and give it. Like girls are just not supposed to put violence out in the world, period. You know what I mean? And
or at least they're trained not to.
Yeah, yes. I know it's a deeper thing. We probably get a million comments of people trying to write in to tell us about their personal whoopings and shit. I'm not trying to do that. No. It was just something offhanded thought. I was like, could that be it? But you know, maybe it's not that, and it's a bunch of other shit. But there's something that's happening that makes men have a bunch of violent like tendencies.
Yeah, like you said,
it does not cross over to women, even if you go by region and country and all that shit.
Yeah, it's an underlying, like you said, it's an underlying thing. Like when you talk about like violence and all that stuff, it has tended to be higher in men, you know, all those violence things than it does in women. So I 100%.
Anyway, people hitting their kids, y'all.
Yeah, they are.
And the studies say people doing it. So, my goodness. In at least 69 countries, they have abolished all corporal punishment of children. Sweden was the first to do it in 1979, the first. As of 2024, spanking is legal in all 50 states.
Yeah, because
our country was founded on slavery. But go ahead.
Yeah, because it's founded on slavery, and children are seen as property. Yeah. Like, I don't mean no harm. Like
you can't have a country that's founded on slavery that's like you can't hit your property, which is your child.
Which is your child. Won't. And the only reason, your wife is actually your property too, but we kind of protect her a little bit more than we do the kids, but them kids, that's a whole nother story.
Yep. Oh, man. Well, that really wasn't black folks news. I'm going to take it out of black folks business because that was just me making a little joke, guys. Okay? Don't hit your kids, for real. Please don't hit your kids.
Don't talk
to
them. Please talk to them.
Science.
Because a lot of people think they okay and they need some therapy and they got their asses whooped. I turned out okay. Did you? Did you though? Did you really though? Ask yourself, really though? Did you really though? Are you really scarred? Do you have flashbacks, PTSD? Ask yourself these questions.
According to science, okay, this is science. We're in the science part of the show, guys.
Okay.
The presence of someone you love can actually have a calming effect on your body, leading you to feel sleepy when you're together. Your mind's just telling your body you're safe and it's okay to relax. If you find you're always falling asleep around your partner, there may be a scientific reason for that. Madeline Sprogser, a psychology lecturer at Australia's Central Queensland University, was one of the researchers involved in a 2022 study that found a link between being in a relationship and falling asleep more easily. The research team surveyed nearly 800 adults who were involved in romantic or sexual relationships. Besides their relationship status, participants are also asked about the quality and satisfaction of their relationship. Then they were questioned about their sleep latency, or the amount of time it usually takes for them to fall asleep, and the quality of that sleep. By comparing these results, researchers discovered that participants who were in more stable, satisfied relationships had an easier time falling asleep at night. Additionally, they often had higher quality sleep, waking up fewer times throughout the night, and feeling more rested in the morning. I can see it.
Yeah, it's like this study actually 100% makes sense when just anybody, your children, your loved ones, if you are somewhere safe, you have a tendency to be more relaxed. Just period. You're not on pins and needles. If you're not afraid or you're not scared or you don't have like these things that kind of cause you to be alert. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because I think you fall asleep very easily, often around me. Mm-hmm. And it's just because I'm just that dope. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even really hold it against you. I'll be like, let me guess, getting sleepy? Of course you are. Because you're safe around me.
I don't have any problem going to sleep. Like, I know some people say I lay down and I toss and turn. Roger could tell you, I know, but I've never had a problem going to sleep since I've been a kid. I really enjoy sleeping.
No, I think so. I think you used to have a lot of trouble sleeping, but we've just been together so long that it all blends together, and you thinking that you always slept like that. But
I have.
That just feels that way because you've been sleeping like that since you were 16. So, I mean, 30-something years of perfect, harmonious sleep. Of course, our marriage has all been one big dream.
It all blend
this
together.
Whole relationship.
Even though I had a relationship with sleep before I even knew
one big fairy tale.
I know you was even in my life.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I'll take all the credit. And you're welcome, by the way, because I know some people wouldn't even thank me for telling them, but you're welcome. And I don't mind that you get some great sleep. Okay?
Through the fire.
Oh, Lord.
I'll be here with you through the fire.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to something else. Let's see what else is happening in life that I want to talk about. I guess we could do some maybe some black capitalism. Let me just look that up. Yeah, how about this?
Shout out to Will Smith. I hear y'all talking, but the only thing I'm listening to is that paper. Every day we get into that paper. Woo! I hear the money talk, I see you later. Every day we get into that paper. Woo! I hear the money talk, I see you later. Don't think I forgot Harry Tubman's supposed to be on the $20 bill.
All right, let's talk about black capitalism. Byron Allen, Comics Unleashed 11/35 debut draws 995,000 viewers.
Not 1,000.
Yes, girl. Which is down 85%.
God damn. 85%.
It's hard, Karen. Okay? Late night is hard. At least it don't cost nothing to do it. You don't pay nobody, so they will make a profit this year.
Yes, they will.
So good for Byron Allen. You know, we love to see it.
Okay.
I mean, listen. Last time I checked, black capitalism is black people getting money. Let's see. Kanye West. See? He in black capitalism again. Kanye West concert in Istanbul expected to rake in $100 million from tourism. What the fuck? I don't know. Is he canceled or is he not?
I don't know. Y'all talk to me when he start doing tours. I don't know. When he start actually showing up to the arenas, that's when I believe
Kanye West.
I
mean, he doing tours. He doing the concerts. He did it.
Oh, so he's finished?
He did this one.
Okay.
May 30th.
Okay, so
120,000 people. What the fuck are the rules, man?
Okay, so a few days ago.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you now.
He this is what I meant.
Yeah, I don't know.
What have we decided on this man? Is he's like Schrodinger's cancellation. If you open the box, is he canceled? He's not canceled, but if you keep the box closed, he lives in a perpetual state of canceled and prospering at the same time.
Apparently so.
And Kanye just raking in the hundreds of millions, just raking it in. Essence Fest organizers under fire. Unpaid $465,000 from a 2025 event.
Oh no.
Essence Fest is facing renewed scrutiny after financial records reveal a substantial unpaid balance tied to the 2025 event in New Orleans.
Wasn't this a big thing? It was a controversy about the person that was running it and stuff?
The people that was running it.
Yeah, the people that was running it, and the people was like...
You know what the controversy was?
What?
All right, I'm going to tell y'all, but this is kind of black folks' business now. They were saying that the people that took over, they not FBA. Foundational Black Africans.
Oh, them niggas.
They were saying that they were saying that the people that took over, they not FBA. They, from the diaspora. And they was like, okay. Just because they black don't mean they should be running Essence Fest, because they not like us.
Okay.
Now, I don't do the diaspora wars, so I ejected. When I seen this was the talking point, I don't know who's right or wrong. I didn't do any extra research at that point.
Right.
I just ejected out because I don't like getting into the we don't like the Nigerians today or whatever the fuck Twitter. That's a whole different Twitter that I'm not part of, that I don't want to read the sheet on.
Because all I can say is when you over here, nigga, we all niggas. Like, that's kind of how I view it.
I'm just saying. According to information released from NOLA.com through a public records request, Ernest N. Memorial Convention Center reported that Sundial Media Group, the New York-based company that owns Essence, had an outstanding balance of $456,000 related to last year's event. Funky.Neva had to go on Instagram and explain to everybody what happened. I didn't even see this happen. There's a whole Instagram video of Funky.Neva talking about it.
You know, it's upsetting me and my homegirl that there are so many people out there just so elated to do these negative Essence Festival think pieces where everybody's got all the damn answers about all the things that were wrong. And I'm seeing very little videos about people highlighting the positive and the community and the coming togetherness of everything and everybody that is Essence. Essence Festival 2025 was absolutely fine. Okay, it was absolutely fine. If anything, it's a true reflection of where the economy in the United States of America is at this time and people being financially uncertain. Did as many people come this year? No. Were a couple things a little lackluster due to lack of funding? It was beyond obvious. That's what a lot of it was. All they need to do is scale back. All Essence need to do is scale it down and make it smaller
Okay.
order to make it more concentrated and more quality. That's it. That's all. They was just spread a little bit too thin. The convention center, instead of
That just
was it 40 something years, 50 years, however many long years. Let me tell you something. You do something every year for over 4 decades and show me how every year is going to be great. Every year is not going to be good.
Okay, all right. That's kind of a half-hearted defense because it's like listen, did it suck? Yes. But is that like how it always is? No. But like, can they do it again? Probably. But should they do it the same? Definitely not. Like, I was like, I don't know if this is a full-throated. It's like, y'all keep talking about it was bad. Yes, it was bad. But, okay, imagine if they just did it.
Lying.
If they did it in a smaller venue, would it be bad? Possibly. I don't know. But I don't know that for sure. Yeah, the figure accounted for more than half of the total hosting charges for multiple days of programming, including panels, workshops held over July 4th weekend, saying that outstanding balance of $456,000 is still owed to I guess New Orleans or whatever, to the convention center. I'm sorry. The officials confirmed that a $50,000 payment was made shortly after the balance became public, bringing the remaining amount down to $406,000. Convention center policy requires payment within 30 days of an event. Convention center acknowledges long-standing relationship with the festival, stating it as continuing to work collaboratively with the event's current ownership to resolve the outstanding balance. Yeah, I don't know, dog. Good luck.
Good luck to you
Whew.
all.
Good luck. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is, because that has been there for a very, very long time. And, you know, it's really big for the economy. It's really big for the community.
And it's always in New Orleans, right?
To the best of my knowledge.
They're expected to seek additional funding from Louisiana lawmakers for its 2026 event. Louisiana lawmakers that just got rid of DEI and all their state schools,
I can see them
just got rid of that that's going against these black voting districts. I don't know, dog.
They're gonna cut that funding.
State Representative Jack McFarland, who chairs the House Appropriations Committee, made it clear that financial accountability will be part of the conversation. Any event that doesn't pay its bills after we give it funding, that's a problem, he said. I don't care which event it is, especially not them. Despite financial concerns, festival organizers emphasized their continued commitment to New Orleans, citing the event's economic impact. In a statement, the representative said they generated an estimated $46.2 million in tax revenue and described their relationship with the city as deeply connected. They added that payments are being handled through a formal agreement and confirmed that planning for 2026 is already underway with returning vendors. So, man, good luck. Hope it works out.
We will see.
Yeah, Essence Fest. Like I said, it's a different day and age with the internet because I have no idea if any of that stuff about they not even Black Americans is true, but the way it caught on.
And people ran with it. Yes, I remember that because it was like a big thing at the time.
Yeah. So, just interesting how things go. All right, let's go. We'll do one last one because that one's kind of, sometimes black capitalism don't work out for us, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to say a message here. Anyway, Shedeur Sanders. You know who that is?
Yeah, Deion Sanders' son. That's the one to play football.
A 5th round draft pick just rewrote the NFL's financial record books, not with a massive rookie contract, but with jersey sales. Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders earned $17.7 million in group licensing income during the 2025-2026 season, according to a newly released financial disclosure from the National Football League Players Association.
Good for him.
It is the single largest licensing payout ever recorded for an NFL player in a single season. To understand just how staggering the number is, consider the previous record holder, widely regarded as the greatest quarterback of all time. He pulled in $9.5 million during the 2021-2022 season. That's Tom Brady. Sanders didn't just beat Brady's mark, he nearly doubled it in his rookie year as a backup turned spot starter on a rebuilding team. Woo! That is some bread. And I honestly feel like a lot of it is from people who've really got caught up in the whole like storyline of they trying to sabotage this young black man.
So they went and bought it.
Now, even though I'm supposed to not be watching football because of Colin Kaepernick, let me go buy this boy's jersey, give the NFL some of my money, give the Cleveland Browns some of my money, and give Shedeur Sanders some of my money to let him know we out here supporting him, throwing up our rollies after he throw touchdowns. That's the only way it can make sense.
And there's a whole lot of them out there too that did it.
Yeah, that's a lot of money too. Like for a dude that's fighting for his life when it comes to the field, because they talking about putting Deshaun Watson as a starter. So you know that's not good. You know what I mean? like they can't think too highly of you if Deshaun Watson, who was sorry the last few times we saw him, and also that other off the field stuff. And they're like,
nasty man.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, but you know what? Maybe we should go ahead and give him a shot. You know what I mean? Like
everybody went down. He was not the first option, y'all. He was like the fourth down the line.
Anyway, good luck to him. And let's move on. How long we been going? Hour 10. Segment I want to do next. Let's do white people news. It's been a while since we did white people news. You know, they're bringing egg salad to the barbecue.
White people news. We're bringing egg salad to the barbecue. We might be problematic or a little bit dim. That sounds really harsh on our fragile pink skin. It's white people news.
White people news, because you know everything can't suck,
right?
How about this one? Britney Spears spotted with bruised legs after a wild night out. Yeah, they said they saw her barking and carrying a knife during a chaotic visit to a restaurant. This girl loved carrying knives. Okay, if it's one thing about Britney, she gonna carry a knife. Okay. I remember when she was on Instagram, she had that time when she was dancing with the knives and people was doing the Free Britney movement. So they was like, what? People don't dance with knives? Why y'all acting like this is weird? You just like her daddy. You want to keep her locked up.
That shit was so weird. I was like, y'all do not know the ins and outs of that and why that was in place.
Yeah. So yeah, she had emerged with bruises on her legs on a Thursday after a wild night that saw her barking and carrying a knife during a chaotic restaurant visit. The pop star, 44, was pictured leaving Paul Works pet store in Thousand Oaks hours after Wednesday's incident, which took place days after she left rehab and pleaded guilty to a DUI. Spears, I'm just saying, man, you know, the conservative, somebody got to do. Spears wore a rumpled beige trench coat and showed off her legs, one of which apparently was badly bruised and with deeply purple marks. The toxic hit maker, that the song is toxic, kept comfortable in a pair of red and white open-toe sandals and shielded her eyes with large black sunglasses. Oh, so they even do the descriptions when it's not glamorous. They was like, her blonde tresses was raggedy because she was crying. Like
she
what?
was toe up for the floor up, y'all. And we was there to let y'all know.
She was toe up on the floor up in a denim trench coat. After she got in the passenger seat of the SUV, the star kicked her feet up on the dash of her G-Wagon while her driver took the wheel. Was it Jesus? Spears also took to her Instagram on Friday to share a video of herself heading to the movie theater to watch Devil Wears Prada 2. What's up, world? So I'm about to go see Devil Wears Prada 2, she said while sitting inside a car in what appeared to be the driver's seat. Girl, no! What are you doing? That's the one place you can't be. She going back to jail. I'm sorry. She is going back to jail at this rate.
I'm sorry. We didn't hear from her for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Going to jail. Man, they going to jail tonight.
I personally prefer Chanel or Gucci, but yo, if the devil says Prada, I guess we should listen. She went on. Anyways, I can't wait for the butter popcorn and a Slurpee. Fuck yeah, Slurpees. Yes, man. Yes. I'm just glad, she out here doing her thing, It's good to see the whites, doing what they do, man. The Stars roller coaster of chaos reached another low Wednesday night as she was caught on camera stocking up at a liquor store before she did a riotous outing at a dive bar. All days after leaving rehab. Oh, she going this like Shia LaBeouf. Like she got a problem, but she just not acknowledging it, and nobody can do shit about it, I guess.
Yep, but before somebody could do something about it and kind of, you're not trying to funny and regulate.
But it was the wrong someone.
Yes, the someone's just changed the someone's, and the situation would have been much better.
She need help. CCTV footage obtained by the Daily Mail showed the singer striding into Wines of the World in Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles, with two companions in tow. Dressed in a plunging top, black mini skirt, and boots, Spears trailed one companion, apparently a male security guard, down the liquor aisle before pausing in front of a cooler and spinning around playfully as he opened it and grabbed a large can of alcoholic twisted tea. The group then went across the street to a dive bar called the Blue Dog Tavern, where witnesses said Spears caused a scene by barking and carrying a knife. Notably, she ordered a burger at the tavern, which bar workers confirmed comes served with a steak knife. The down market joint priciest bottle of wine is $38.
Oh, they was like, we serve with a steak knife because it's too big to eat. Right. And so that's how she got a steak knife.
I also feel like they shitted on that bar by being like, the priciest wine is $38. So that's the kind of place she went in. That's the kind of place.
She didn't, they don't have vintage.
If y'all wondering how well she doing, that bad, guys. $38 wine. She also posted a sexy dance after leaving rehab early. This is her. She always do the same dance every time. But I don't know, man. Our girl Britt, she's
going through
down bad, hope it works out in a good way.
Me too, because sometimes these things do not end well when there's no regulations and shit like that.
No one's around to help you.
Yes, and you got a bunch of yes men and people that just let you. I'm here because
security guard on the payroll. He on
the payroll.
Yeah, he not your friend. He not there to stop you from doing self-destructive behaviors like that.
No, they're not.
Jacob Elordi and Kendall Jenner spotted grabbing breakfast together in Hawaii. Jacob Elordi, you know who that is? He's an actor.
Okay.
He played Elvis. He played Sexy Frankenstein and Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
That dude, okay.
Yeah, he was in Dune too.
Yes, that white dude. Yes.
Yeah, as the white ladies call him, Jacob Elordi, because they want.
Oh, he was on the Lord, I'm about to tank it. The one with the table tennis.
Table tennis. I think that's Timothy Chalamet, right?
That's the wrong dude. Okay.
I can look up his IMDb, but I know Timothy Chalamet starred in the table tennis movie.
Okay.
The ping pong movie.
Okay.
He's been in Frankenstein, Saltburn, Wuthering Heights, Priscilla. I don't think you know any of the stuff on here. I'm looking at just knowing what you watch and knowing what he's been in. I don't think you watched any of these.
I think
I've seen a few of them.
I've seen her before.
Yeah. Well, she's Kendall Jenner. Like everybody know her. A man coming to some money. they got to go date one of them Kardashians.
No, of course, it's in the contract.
That's the rules. Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi were spotted traveling together amid romance rumors on Friday, May 15th. Photos of the supermodel and the Wuthering Heights actor, she's 30, he's 28, at Nourish Hanalei on the island of Kauai, Hawaii, were posted by Du Moy. I don't know who that is. Or Dex Moy. The Instagram account posted one photo of the Oscar nominee in a family-run farm and another photo of Jenner walking on the property. Fans who saw the two in Hawaii told Dukes Moy, Deux Moy, I don't know how you say it, that the rumored couple was so cute together. Oh, that's what they said. The random people.
What they say?
They contacted the paparazzi and said, I just need to let you know they're on the beach and they are so cute together. Okay, y'all have a nice day, TMZ. Bye.
I didn't even know y'all were there.
Also, I think I see the Patriots coach. I don't know. During their trip, Jenner and Elordi were seen staying at North Shore Preserve Resort and going for coffee and shopping at a wine shop. After their travels, they were then spotted in Los Angeles Thursday, May 14th. So they dating that scene.
Okay.
Like. Well, good
we'll
for
see
them.
how long it lasts until the contract ends.
Yeah, you never know with them. X to the next over there, but I don't know the rules. Sometimes they have babies and shit. I'm like, oh, you could do that on one of these contract PR relationships?
I guess you can.
See what else white people are talking about. Seinfeld icon Michael Richards seen for the first time in 2 years. Well, yeah, everybody's back after Trump, baby. Listen, if Trump can be president twice, Michael Richards should be able to actually do stand up again.
He can come back. Yes, he can.
He touring with Louis C.K. He gonna just be
may as well. Shit.
How has Kill Tony not reached out to this man? I mean, is it because it's a copyright infringement? It's like, well, if they know where we got our comedy from, he might sue us because he was the first one to call him N-words on stage. Seinfeld legend Michael Richards made a rare outing on Sunday. It's been almost 3 decades since he played Cosmo Kramer, Jerry Seinfeld's eccentric neighbor, whose baffling antics and dramatic interests made him beloved by fans. That is true. The fans did beloved him. Seinfeld, yeah, girl, 90s. But in 2006, he suffered a spectacular fall from grace after going on an explosive racist tirade at hecklers during his stand-up routine. The once beloved actor turned into a pariah and largely receded from the spotlight. Yeah, I wonder, has anyone cast him in anything? No one has really tried to get him back, huh? Not even like Larry David or somebody or Seinfeld to just like give him a small part in a movie or something.
No, they don't want them problems because the second your face pop up, I got to deal with the backlash of why they didn't even hire you in the first place.
However, he has attempted to come back in the last 2 years with a memoir and a comedy tour. He was spotted shopping in Melrose in Los Angeles over the weekend. Who bought tickets to the Michael Richards comedy tour? I need to know. Was it a gag gift?
You have to be of a certain age to even know who he is.
Was it black people in there? I just want to know.
You never know. We into everything, so I don't know.
Richards, clad in a button-down jacket and jeans, were spotted making his way down a trendy block during the Mother's Day outing. That's him. He does look trendy. Although in his mid-70s, the star still sports thick curly hair that became his trademark while playing Kramer. It appears Richards was alone for the outing without his wife, Beth Skip, who he was married to since 2010. The couple has one son, age 15. Richards also has a 51-year-old daughter from his... Whoa.
God damn.
That's a range.
Woo.
His daughter could be the grandmother of his son.
Yeah.
Whoa. God damn. Babies having babies.
Nigga sperm kick forever, apparently.
Right?
Nah, shit got expiration dates.
It's been nearly 20 years since he became a Hollywood outcast following his infamous racist meltdown. In a 2024 interview with People, to promote his memoir, Interests and Exits, he recalled feeling immediately sorry for the moment he used the N-word on stage. My anger was all over the place. It came through hard and fast, he explained. And anger is quite a force. But it happened. Rather than run from it, I dove into the deep end and tried to learn from it. It hasn't been easy. The 3-time Emmy winner continued, crisis managers wanted me to do damage control, but as far as I was concerned, the damage was inside of me. He noted that he spent the past 17 years in deep analysis to figure out where all that anger was coming from. People noted that Richards had struggled with feeling not wanted after growing up with a single mom who had initially wanted an abortion, but they were illegal and dangerous at the time. Richards said he believes his rage stemmed from his own insecurities and fears of not being accepted. While speaking on the incident in 2006, he insisted he is not racist and has nothing against black people. The man who told me I wasn't funny had just said what I had been saying to myself for a while. I felt put down. I wanted to put him down. In November 2006, the shocking footage of Richards emerged of him repeatedly calling an audience member who interrupted his act a racial slur. Throw his ass out. He's an N-word. Look, there's an N-word. He could be heard saying in the video. It wasn't even funny. That was my problem. I was like, this is a terrible punchline.
Wasn't it horrible?
During his meltdown, he repeatedly branded black members of the audience as N-words while yelling, 50 years ago, we'd have had you upside down with a fucking fork up your ass. I get it now. Okay. Oh, man. It took me 30 years, but I see what he was going for now. That's not, you just need to punch it up a little bit. Following, just listen, okay? Just put it in the bucket list.
Get you some writers.
For now, but... following the shocking incident, he went on David Letterman and expressed his regret. I'm really busted up over this. I'm very, very sorry. I'm not a racist. What's so insane? That's what's so insane about this. I said some pretty nasty things to some African Americans, a lot of trash talk. The father to continue, I'm a performer. I push the envelope. I work in a very uncontrolled manner on stage. I do a lot of free association. It's spontaneous. I go into character. Was the character David Duke? Nigga, what kind of character is this?
Then after you finish, you put on the hood and the robe? What is this?
You said they was gonna hang him upside down, brother. What are you talking about? Ain't no character.
Just standing outside of a black church? What is this, sir?
Right. That's where he fucked up. He should have said who the impression was of.
Yes.
He was like, listen, you're an N-word. Get him. That's an N-word. And that's my Jefferson Lee. That's my... That's my impression of General Lee right there. That's my Jefferson Davis. He was this a old look. A lot of people don't get this impression. Okay, it's a deep cut,
really old school,
a deep Southern cut.
Yeah, real Southern.
Okay. What are you talking about? I go into character. Okay, buddy. my character is the white people from 12 Years a Slave. That's the character I play on stage. They're not very funny. Honestly, I've been working on this set for years. It's just something about it. It's not funny. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the line, but it's
very hard.
I keep going over it. Anyway, according to The Guardian at the time, his 2-minute tirade left the audience confused and uncertain whether the extreme language was part of his act. The black man wasn't confused. They knew it wasn't his act. The publication noted at one point the target of Richards' comments shouted back at Richards several times, telling him that the insults were uncalled for. Even while starring as Cosmo. Yeah, that's the other thing too. In that 2 minutes, the dude was saying like, bro, you don't got to do that. And he kept going. It was like, they would have hung you upside down, boy. Even while starring as Cosmo Kramer on Seinfeld, Richards said he couldn't connect with the joy of being an artist. I was a good character actor, but I was comfortable being the character, not in being me. So yeah, it just turns into a sad story about him and why why he was so sad what he did to himself.
And had to deal with the consequences of it.
But he was honestly just 30, 40 years ahead of his time. He could have opened for the Rio Comedy Festival. He would have just stuck it through.
Long enough. Mm-hmm.
Just tweet through it, brother.
I tell you, him and the Monday Night Football dude was a few years before their time, because not trying to be funny.
Bo Cephas.
Yes. I know he racist, but that shit slapped. All these others.
Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah. It's that thing. I'm like, fuck that shit. Are you ready for some football? I know it's racist. I get it. But god damn it. You was for your time, sir.
That is a good point. It really
Because them shits don't slap. Mm-mm.
That is a good point. That is true. All right, last story. It's white people news, but it's from China. A Chinese AI company launches a 95% accurate pet translator. Yeah, I cannot think of anybody that want to hear what their pets have to say more than white people. Now you finally can hear them say stuff that's gonna shock you. You know, like, oh, come here, give me kisses. It's like, oh, you nasty, stop kissing dogs on the mouth. What's wrong with you?
Right. You know I just ate my own shit. I licked my ass.
What's wrong with you? Meow. Why am I feeling on the counter? Why are you making casserole? It seems very unsanitary.
Buy the more expensive cat food. Quit being a cheap bitch. You don't want to hear what them animals saying to you.
Right. Pet translator apps have been around for years, but are usually only intended for humor and entertainment, with no real science behind them. However, Chinese startup Ming Xiaoyi, based in Hangzhou, has claimed that their new pet translator device genuinely works. Does it have localization? Can I upload the pet collar and be like, I need this to be black? Like, I don't want my dog to be like, hey, how are you doing? I want my dog to be like, what's up, man? Can I get that on here?
You do not want to hear what the animals have to say because they think we're stupid.
Earth, I'm hungry. I wanted to be like, y'all got something to eat? You know what I'm saying? However, Chinese startup, the company started accepting pre-orders for the device the beginning of May, having since revealed 10,000 units have been reserved by pet owners thus far. Can I get one and just put it on someone else's pet? Because I'm like, I bet that animal not saying what you say. We should play a game where pet owners and pets go on the stage on the show together, like the dating game or the newlywed game. Obviously not sexually, guys, or romantically, but just where they try to tell us like, what's your dog's favorite color? Oh, Benji loves red. And it's like, my name ain't no damn Benji, bitch.
That's my slave name. Child, y'all don't want to hear what these animals there. I'm gonna hurt y'all goddamn feelings. That's why people love animals, because they don't fucking talk back. Them bitches start talking back, all of a sudden people go, I don't think I want my animal.
Right. And is it just like mammals? Can I do it on a fish? Can I put it on a snake? What would a snake thing say? Because snakes don't make sounds really.
No, they don't.
Just, what's a man?
That's the only thing I know a snake can say. What's a man?
It is worn around the pet's neck, can allegedly recognize their behavior, vocalization, and emotions, translate them into human speech with an accuracy of 95%. How do you know the 5% did it get wrong? What is happening?
Right.
Oh no, that clearly the dog is happy. I don't know why I said kill everyone in the house. That must be a 5% wrong error.
I don't know why your cat just said, fuck you, bitch, I'm gonna knock this vase down anyway. I hear you. I understand you.
How many people gonna find out they pets racist?
You never know.
You know? Some of y'all pets racist, man. Y'all better not put this collar on them because you racist, but we don't know.
Right.
We just be like, we just suspect it. Dogs start barking at you while you're walking in the park and you like, it didn't bark at the 12 white people before me or the 6 white people after me, but it really started barking at me. Maybe it's racist. You know, police dogs.
You know, I'm and then particularly with certain dogs, certain breeds and all that shit. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting.
Police dogs gonna 100% be saying slurs.
The police gonna be like, my great grandma would have bit your ass.
Right. I'm descended from the Edmund Pettis dogs.
Come on.
I was on the bridge.
My great grandma was on the bridge, bitch.
Right. Regardless, the company received the equivalent of $1 million from early investors, potentially serving as evidence of their confidence in the idea and potential, but not necessarily proof of the technology working exactly as claimed. So there you go, guys. The dogs can talk to people, and white people are going to buy the shit out them collars. Okay, they think they dogs got something interesting to say.
Them dogs gonna, like kids, them dogs gonna fucking embarrass y'all. Y'all be out in the open. People gonna be minding their business.
No, black people not gonna buy their dogs no name, no collars.
We don't want to know.
They gonna be at the dog park. All the dogs gonna be talking to it. They can't say nothing back. That's messed up.
They be called it broke.
Get y'all dogs some collars, y'all. Come on. I'll get mine a bootleg collar. It's just gonna be like Snoop Dogg lyrics and stuff.
Oh no. Get a Timu collar.
They're like, oh, you got the AI collar? No, that's just a Bluetooth speaker I put on my dog. And I play clips. I play clips. I don't know what my dog be saying. What's your dog saying? Earth, hey, how are you doing? Okay, let me play my dog. Well, I got me some Seagram's gin. Everybody got their cup, but they ain't pitched in.
No.
Yeah, my dog like to party. All right. This is episode.
That's terrible.
It's going a little long. Let's go ahead and keep it going. I'm going to do a little bit of guess the race, and then we can wrap this thing up after, the sword ratchetness. So,
okay.
Guess the race time.
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
Guess the race time. Go around the globe, find different articles, guess the race of the people involved. Karen plays this. The chat room plays. And all the people playing are racist, guys. Okay, that's the secret here. We talked about being anti-racist before, but that was all an act. This is the real us. This is who we really are. Man accused of using a chainsaw to steal $12,000 in Pokémon cards from a Lake Park shop.
What is it about This is the most Pokemon-related news.
Pokemon cards.
Adults, calm down.
Let me find out Pokemon cards is what our parents thought starter jackets was.
Yes.
They are. If our parents knew that, they thought they was going to kill me for getting Jordans and starters and trying to be cool. No, I was much more likely to get killed liking the nerd shit I was liking. Getting comic books and baseball cards. Could have got gunned down.
You a few years off from being in the Pokemon frenzy.
Brother, if you got a chainsaw, man, if you got a chainsaw to get the Pokemon, then you are honestly watching the wrong anime. Chainsaw Man is what he was a chainsaw mon. With an MON.
Yes, and not Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Which is a whole different anime.
Jesus Christ, buddy. All right. Palm Beach County man is facing felony charges after investigators say he used a chainsaw to break into a Lake Park collectible store and steal roughly $12,000 worth of Pokemon trading cards during an overnight burglary.
I was how many cards did 5?
Right. Detectives arrested 33-year-old Clayton Andrew Warren in connection with the May 21st burglary at Collection Realm, a trading card and collectible store on 10th Street in Lake Park. The store's owner told deputies he arrived that morning to find the front hurricane-resistant glass damaged and thousands of dollars in merchandise missing.
I know his heart dropped.
Oh, yeah. According to investigators, surveillance video showed a masked man dressed in black attempting to smash the storefront window with a rock shortly after 1:30 a.m. When that failed, he returned 90 minutes later with a handheld battery-powered chainsaw and cut a triangular hole in the hurricane glass.
You know what they're going to find out? They're going to find out he went to one of them 24-hour places. They're going to be like, we found in that hour and a half he went to the local Walmart and bought a chainsaw. They're going to have receipts and shit.
Yeah, I think that when they find out he's part of Team Rocket, it's gonna
blast it off again.
The whole thing gonna make sense. Okay, he was with a cat-looking
animal.
It was named Meowth.
That's all it ever said.
I mean, sure, we got James, but where's Jesse? The affidavit states the suspect crawled through the opening, grabbed sealed Pokemon card boxes, and individually sleeved collectible cards from display cases. Then he escaped through the same hole with 2 bags filled with merchandise. Investigators said blood believed to belong to the suspect was found near the cut portion of the glass, leading detectives to collect DNA evidence. So now it's going to be 100% chances whoever they caught.
Mm-hmm.
They used license plate reader cameras and surveillance footage. They traced a white Jeep Grand Cherokee seen near the business around the time of the burglary. Investigators said the SUV matched one registered to Warren. Noted that the suspect in the surveillance video appeared to be wearing the same black Adidas baseball cap and clear frame glasses that Warren had worn during a previous visit to the store days earlier.
That's why you shouldn't have the same outfits over and over again. Like this is my only outfit.
It worked for Ash Ketchum. He was wearing the same shit every day.
He did.
According to an affidavit,
did he wash it?
Probably not. According to an affidavit, the store owner confirmed Warren had recently shopped at Collection Realm and was identifiable through the store's customer database. Detectives later executed search warrants at his residence, seeking stolen trading cards, a chainsaw allegedly used in a break-in, and clothing matching the surveillance footage. He was arrested on charges including burglary, causing more than $1,000 in damage, and grand theft involving property between $10,000 and $20,000.
Woof! You going to jail?
My goodness,
that shit might be a federal crime.
Right? What are you in for? Stealing Pokemon cards?
Mm-hmm. Like, that's gangster.
Mm-hmm. All right, Karen. Who's that race?
I choose you, white man.
White. Got to steal them all white.
Oh, no.
Got to steal them all.
That's hilarious.
No pussy getting white. I guess it is not a lot of Pokemon poking it, you know.
Not unless she into it too, but still.
The correct answer is, everyone said the same thing, and you got it right. White. He's a whitey man.
Oh no.
Yep. They couldn't get him to confess to anything either in the interrogation, because all he would do is keep saying his own name.
Right. He didn't say nothing else.
He just kept saying his name, guys. Let's see. Let's go to another one. Massachusetts McDonald's accused of purposely contaminating food. Yeah, y'all should be able to hear this if I play it.
The owners of a Southbridge McDonald's are taking action tonight. One of their employees went viral, and the Board of Health took notice. Boston 25 News reporter Daniel Coates shows us why.
Hold on. A video gone viral. This McDonald's employee appearing to put fries in their mouth and right into a box that served to customers in Southbridge, with co-workers laughing on.
You want french fries today, right?
Oh, that's all over Facebook.
That's disgusting. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And it's not sanitary.
It's unacceptable.
Police said they received numerous calls, tips, and inquiries.
It would have been funny if one of the witnesses was like, I don't know, seemed all right to me. I was already eating McDonald's. I assumed they put them in their fries.
I was already eating McDonald's.
Honestly, I was just glad it wasn't the ass. So if you're asking me, I'm all right with it.
Regarding the alleged food contamination, with the Board of Health, they're now working to determine whether the food was ultimately served to a customer and to identify any individual who may have been affected.
I can't believe what you just showed me. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. It seems like everyone we spoke with Friday was aware of the video taken at the East Main Street restaurant.
I'm done with this.
I just want to know if they're talking to these people, and I know how the news thinks and works. I just wonder if where they were talking to them was at the McDonald's.
That's a great question.
If they was like, hey, I see you buying McDonald's. Did you see the news yesterday? It's like, yeah, I saw the news. Well, what's the chances they're going to do it today? I mean, think about it. This is the cleanest the fries ever going to be today.
This is the cleanest they're going to be.
For the first time in my life, I get to actually taste McDonald's fries without it being put in someone else's mouth first.
Oh, no.
That's why I came out today.
McDonald's, at least, and I might be done for quite a while with fast food, to be honest with you.
Thank God they have one in Charlton.
That's a problem. That's a
He was like, I'm not ever eating this shit again. This is the last straw. Not the diabetes, high blood pressure, the salt. It's this. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of the game.
That's all it took.
For a while.
I'll be back.
She was like, they got one up the street.
Calm down.
The franchise owners told us Friday the actions of these individuals are unacceptable and don't reflect our organization's food safety standards or values. We as an organization are conducting an internal review and are proactively working with local authorities and the local health department.
I think it's crazy.
Oh, they forgot to put they have a zero tolerance. They forgot. You gotta put zero tolerance in it too.
Oh yeah, that's a standard.
At McDonald's, we have a zero tolerance for putting food in your orifices and then serving it to customers. That is not what we put in the training video.
That people are messing with other people's foods. I thought it was disgusting, honestly.
The franchise owners told us that neither police or the Board of Health found any violations or concerns at this site Friday. Neither police or those owners have given us any update about the status of that employee. On scene in Southbridge, I'm Daniel Coates for your local station, Boston 25 News.
All right, Karen, guess the race of the employee. We don't have their name. I just know what they look like from the picture, and their face is blurred out, and they have not been identified publicly.
White.
All right, let's check the chat room, see what they believe. Although this story was pretty viral, so maybe they already know the answer.
I didn't hear this story.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I know you didn't. White says Yeti. The correct answer is white. Someone said it should have been me, Arby's white. This is why the CEO will not eat the food. White nonsense. Not identified publicly. White. Yeah. As you can see in this picture, the still shot, they blurred the face even in this. But it's clearly a white person.
Underage?
I don't know. They didn't provide any reason why, because like normally they would say, hey, this person's underage, and we at the news don't reveal underage people.
They didn't even say that. That's why right, because they didn't.
Yeah, that's them eating the fries. So another reason to not eat McDonald's, as if we all needed one. All right, let's go to the bonus round. So far, Karen is 2 for 2.
Yay!
Bitch was white. I ain't racist. How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Call them niggas. Just call them niggas.
It's time to get
gold
the race.
teeth, gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey ate baboon, big thigh, fast running, high jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree basketball.
Downright scandalous. Inside the not safe for work text messages that got a top DC official put on leave. Days before Jeffrey Carroll was sworn in as the interim DC police chief in January, his soon-to-be second-in-command Andre Wright sent an AI-generated video to his wife. The video, according to an internal report, showed Carroll puffing on a cigar and laughing while crowing, "The wicked witch is dead, bitches. There's a new sheriff in town." The message, sent from Wright's department-issued cell phone,
not the .edu cell phone, the .gov, .fed. Y'all do know anything from your company, they got the right to monitor that bullshit at any time they feel like it.
Even if you send it to your wife, that's not marital privilege in court.
No, it is not. They monitor that shit because they paid for it.
The message came amid the dramatic departure of former Chief Pamela Smith, who elevated Wright through the ranks and put him in charge of all of the department patrol operations. Wright and his wife, Inspector Natasha Wright, were among the 13 officials served termination papers last week in connection to the crime statistics scandal. But they had already been put on administrative leave months earlier in March for inappropriate text messages found on Wright's work phone. In a review of an 18-page internal affairs synopsis of the investigation into Wright's text messages with his wife, who works in the police department's human resources department, the report shows that Wright repeatedly questioned crime classifications, solicited sex acts, and derided colleagues and subordinates. How is the person receiving this, your wife, working in HR and don't know this is 100% evidence? Y'all are both sending stuff on the phone from the job. And she worked in the, what? In one message, seemingly during a 9 a.m. meeting, Wright texted his wife, "This big titted bitch can't read."
That's fucking hilarious. That should have been in a fucking group chat. What are we doing here? Why are you sending this at your .gov.fed email address? What are you doing?
Well, I don't think this is very professional, but I believe in the strength of their marriage. They probably got a healthy marriage though. Oh my God. This big titty bitch can't read. In another, he appeared to reference a work trip as he wrote, "I'm going out of town with a fat, ugly bitch. We'll be back tomorrow." Followed by, "I'm taking 2 midgets with me." What? And after a March 2025 shooting in which a man had been shot in the leg, he texted his wife, "Make sure this stupid motherfucker didn't shoot himself and is lying." The DC Police Department is in turmoil over a 554-page report outlining a pattern.
554, goddamn!
Outlining a pattern of manipulation.
Y'all, man, IT mad. They had to work. They had to call somebody in and be like, dedicate yourself to this. Jim.
That's a lot of scanning.
Yes.
I hope you don't get a printer jam. Outlining a pattern of manipulating data in ways that falsely made the city look safer. 13 top officials face termination, and Congress and the Justice Department are investigating. Oh, now you're giving Trump more reason to go after the DC. The officials are all on administrative leave pending the result of the department's disciplinary process, during which they can appeal the decision. But the text messages represent a different outrage, one that, beyond its prurience, reveals a lot about the police department. A search of Wright's phone as part of a crime statistics investigation yielded messages that suggest the department's issues extend beyond data classification. They said the text are also a stark departure from the preaching persona Wright has built for himself as a de facto second in command of the department. At Smith's farewell ceremony in December, Wright delivered a speech comparing their relationship to Paul and Timothy's in the Bible. He at times preached or prayed during DC police meetings. He's praying he ain't had to cuss you motherfuckers out. That's what the text messages revealed. He might have needed them prayers. Y'all don't know them prayers was fake. According to 3 law enforcement officials who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss private matters, but in the light of service messages, as one official put it, his misconduct seems like striking hypocrisy. To hear the sanctimoniousness from Chief Wright and Natasha Wright, who are at best unprofessional and at worst downright scandalous, it's just remarkable, said Pamela Keith, an attorney for a captain accused of crime data manipulation. It's indicative of a complete absence of a moral compass. Andre and Natasha Wright did not respond to multiple requests. What if they were responding with them texts? "Fuck you want, you ugly fat bitch." Like, whoa. I guess you did send them texts. What about it, ho?
I'm on my phone now.
Shut your big titty ass up. You sent from my personal.
Sent from my iPhone. At the bottom with the signature.
Yeah, so there you go. Karen, guess the race of what was his name? It was Andre Wright, I think. And yeah, Andre Wright.
Black, him and his wife, probably both black.
Okay. Karen saying black. Let's check the chat room, see what they believe. Nigga shit. Big titty bitch black. Dr. and Dre and Tasha power couple or a couple from Power Black. Oh no! Oh, Cass, that's so good. That big titty bitch set me up black. Oh, DC, very, very shout out. Rest in peace. Group chat black. Oh, the correct answer is black. Hilarious. Everybody went black. Everyone, you got it right.
That's hilarious. We don't want to be talk like that.
Man, on
your work phone.
But I'm not joking. I feel like they got a pretty good relationship.
And this should have been on your personal phone.
This is like this the picture of them. Let me see if I can open the image in the new thing, because I'm gonna be honest, they look like they got a good texting relationship.
You know they do.
I'm like, yeah, they keep it real in the text. They be freaking out here at work. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then he'd be like, I'm over here with 2 dumb bitches about to go out of town with these stupid motherfuckers. Oh my God. The most frequently discussed topic in the messages from the report by far more than crime classifications, colleagues, or Carol was sex. In messages to his wife, Wright requests oral and anal sex. Sends her old pictures of him and asks if she will have sex with young Andre, and tells her she owes him ghetto pussy for shoveling snow out of 2 parking spaces.
Oh no! Y'all better quit playing on these people's work phones.
Oh man, well, I think I have some new lexicon in my life now. What is the difference? He's like, the way I shovel that snow, regular pussy's not gonna get it tonight. I'm just gonna let you know.
No, we gotta crank it up a notch. I did a lot of work. I did a lot of shoveling.
I need it ghetto. Okay, I need some real Section 8 project sex tonight. That's the only way after what I just did. Some of the messages become bizarre. Link to Instagram video called POV, you're a sassy gay recruit in the academy getting pepper sprayed, and come suck on my toes individually.
Not individually.
I will. Hey,
and one at a time.
I think this is a definition of a wild boy. He is a wild boy.
And she know that.
She like it wild. Listen, they know what they got in together. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh
That's
my goodness.
Hilarious. Very, very unprofessional, but hilarious.
Yeah. He talked down to about other officers as well in here. Let's see. The rights also seem to hold particular disdain for certain DC police officers, including Commander Michael Pulliam and Captain Rachel Pulliam, who were also named in the crime data investigation. Well, look, they can't be the only married power couple in the police, okay? Michael Pulliam was the first DC police official to be placed on administrative leave for allegedly downgrading crimes in May 2025, and both he and his wife were among the 13 officials served termination papers last week. In a lawsuit earlier this week, the couple claimed they are facing retaliation for pushing back against Smith and his inner circle, including Wright. The month before Michael Pulliam's suspension, Rachel Pulliam was abruptly transferred from the Youth and Family Engagement Division to Midnights in the 7th District. She said this happened after she pushed back against then Chief Smith's directive to rescind some detectives' approved time off. Rachel Pulliam filed a whistleblower complaint, then Wright ordered Michael Pulliam to pack up her office. That prompted Michael Pulliam to file an equal opportunity employment complaint against Wright. A week later, he was put on leave. Text message service.
Everybody been putting on leave.
Yeah, they was getting you get down or lay down. Text messages surfaced in January investigation that showed that Wright sent a photo of Michael Pulliam and other officers with the message, "He looks broken and he is fucked," on April 30th. The same week, Pulliam filed a complaint against Wright. Natasha responded with 2 laughing crying emojis. In August, the report showed Natasha texted, "I just saw that liar, Rachel." The Wrights discussed seeing Rachel Pulliam with another police official, then said they pulled his internal investigation log numbers and snitched on him. "They are royalty to the white boys. They all believe we are in their way," Wright texted. Rachel Pulliam said seeing the text was difficult, but also validated her feeling she was being watched by the head of human resources and the assistant chief. "I felt the retaliation. I felt the hostility. I wonder what race they are. I don't have a picture of them." But man, it's some real dramatic police gossip.
Child, they messing the police
Oh,
department.
they white.
Hey, messing the police department, child. Over there, messy in the courtrooms
Right.
and shit.
The judges is fucking cops in Atlanta.
Right? What is happening?
Maybe people
Hey,
do.
stealing Pokémon cards. We everywhere.
We
got problems in this country.
Oh well. All right, let's move on. This has been a very long episode. I'm very tired. I put in a lot of work for y'all today. I'm gonna need some ghetto pussy tonight. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to justify how hard I worked. I deserve it, guys. Okay, I put in the work. All right. Florida man armed with a lit torch and a samurai sword arrested for starting a fire in a preserve, says the sheriff.
What's a preserve?
I guess like maybe a wildlife preserve or nature preserve where they just try to have that area where humans ain't supposed to go fuck with it.
Right, where it's just supposed to be his natural habitat, yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's an article or if it's a video. I got one more second of ads.
They do that shit with like
Sheriff deputies in Virginia killing one of them has been captured. 55-year-old Mike.
Nah, this ain't the same thing. I hate when they do that. Anyway, Florida man faces multiple charges after allegedly using a lit torch to ignite a fire in a preserve while also armed with a samurai sword. The disturbing series of events began Wednesday night in Jensen Beach. The suspect, identified as 20-year-old Morgan Grant Lentz of Melbourne, Florida. Guess the race.
White.
Karen's going with white. And Karen, you got it correct. He's white.
Oh, no! He did that shit.
You could just tell from the hair.
Ooh, he looked crazy.
He allegedly poured gasoline on a motorcycle outside of a bar, then fled when confronted by the owner. You never flee when confronted by the owner, dummy. You get on top of the bar, and you get the jukebox to play tequila, and then you start dancing like this, and the bikers will let you go. Everyone knows that. Yes. Duh. Tequila. According to a probable cause affidavit, witness described him as being dressed as a pirate. Come on.
Did he have a bird on his shoulder?
What is going on today? Arr! You landlubbers. Lentz had also allegedly attempted to pour gasoline on vehicles in the area. Multiple witnesses then reported seeing the suspect carrying a burning stick or tiki torch. Responding to deputies, they located the suspect within the preserve holding the torch. Lentz was taken into custody in the preserve. Once in custody, he allegedly began to resist and was placed on the ground. He had been charged with intentional reckless burning of lands, criminal mischief over $1,000, and resisting without violence. It's unclear if he has an attorney at this time. The fire, which spread to approximately 40 yards in the preserve, was extinguished before significant damage occurred.
Wow.
No injuries were reported. They recovered 1.5 gallons of gasoline contained in water jugs outside the bar, as well as a samurai sword. Based on witness observations, the physical evidence recovered, the totality of the investigation, the fire was intentionally lit by Morgan Grant Lentz, the affidavit stated. Swords and fire don't mix.
No, they do not.
All right, y'all. That's it for today's show. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Everybody, we appreciate y'all.
We do.
Until next time, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye.